Good evening. Today, I would like to discuss with you with respect to the formation of the new states or creation of the new states. See, basically, today I have taken this particular topic because some of the students have requested me to discuss this topic, to throw some light on this area because this is one area from where very frequently the questions are being asked. That's the reason why. So I am going to discuss about this. Maybe whatever the state you are living in that state or some other state, always there is a demand for the division of the states. So that is nothing but the bifurcation of the state. The reason may be anything. The reason may be administrative reason, or the reason may be because of the language, the linguistic reason. Reason may be anything, but there is this particular demand in various states in the country. But if you want to do that, if you want to create a new state, how exactly you will do this? But before that, I will tell you, already I told you during our Indian polity sessions that as of now we have 29 states and 7 union territories. But how do we know that there are 29 states and 7 union territories? Kindly remember the names of all the states and union territories are mentioned under Schedule number 1 of the Indian Constitution. As we already know that there are 12 schedules in the Constitution, but the first schedule mentions about the names of all the states and the union territories. And whenever you create a new state, the name has to be added to the schedule number 1. So obviously, what will happen sometimes here when we talk about the Jammu and Kashmir, we every time specifically mention that Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of the nation. It is an integral part of the nation. So because Jammu and Kashmir is also mentioned in the schedule number 1. So, but how exactly if you want to create a new state? See, for example, today it is the June 2nd. Whatever the 29 states I'm talking about, the latest state that was created in India, it is Telangana state. Exactly 2 years back from now, this state has been created. But otherwise, what happens? Telangana was a part of Andhra Pradesh. So, right, today's Andhra Pradesh and today's Telangana put together, it was called Andhra Pradesh state. And that Andhra Pradesh state was bifurcated 2 years back, and Telangana state has been created, and Telangana became 29th baby of Mother India. Now, I would like to tell you the procedure, how exactly you will do it. Point number 1, names of all the states and union territories are mentioned in the schedule number 1. It's a very, very frequently asked question. But if you want to create a new state, how exactly you will do it? Basically, the demand may be coming from the state. The people who are living in a particular state, in a particular area, reason may be anything. It may be because of the backwardness. It may be because of the negligence of the rulers. The demand for the formation of the new state will begin so that they can rule themselves and they can develop themselves. That is the basic idea. Reason may be anything, but finally, the demand will begin at the lower level. But how exactly you will create the new state? Kindly remember this one. Article number 3 of the Constitution has provided a mechanism for the creation of the new state. Meaning is simple. If you want to create a new state, you have to follow the procedure as it is mentioned in the Constitution of India. And what is the article? Article number 3. Clear that article number 3. So regarding that, I'll be talking to you now. I'll show you the article after some time. But see here, very, very important. Though the demand is starting at the local level, the people and the leaders that are present at the particular region level, they will go and submit the representation to the central government. Of course, some representations will also be submitted to the state government, expecting that the state government will forward the same to the central government. Why central government? Because you have to pass a bill in the parliament. So a bill has to be introduced in the parliament that should be passed by the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha with a simple majority. Then it will go to the President of India. President of India will sign it. Then that is considered to be an act, and that is considered to be the so-called creation of the new state. For example, see here, latest states in India in the year 2000. So we have created three new states. Chhattisgarh, that was carved out of Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand from Bihar, Uttaranchal, now we are using the word Uttarakhand from Uttar Pradesh. So these are the three latest states. And after a period of time, and after 14 years of that one, we have created another state that is called Telangana state. So now I would like to tell you how exactly a state will be created. In order to create a state, you need to introduce a bill in the parliament. Parliament means, as you know, we have two houses. One is the Lok Sabha, second one is the Rajya Sabha. A bill has to be introduced in the parliament in either of the houses. No issue, no problem. And the condition is that before you introduce the bill in the parliament, you need to take the prior recommendation of the president, meaning a bill that is meant for the formation of a new state can be introduced in either of the houses of the parliament only after the prior recommendation of the president. Recommendation means permission. See, generally, so some time back I was telling you, only money bills will be introduced only in the Lok Sabha first, that too with the prior permission of the president. So now we are coming to know, apart from the money bills, there are some other bills which must be introduced in the parliament in either of the houses, but only with the prior permission of the president. And that particular bill is the a bill that is meant for the formation or bifurcation of the state. Hope you are getting me. So now, but how the president will give the permission? Since we know president is a nominal executive, president will depend on the advice that is given by council of ministers headed by the prime minister. Meaning is simple: until and unless the prime minister of the day is not interested, creating a state is not at all possible. Introduction of a bill is also not possible. Once a decision is taken in the cabinet, cabinet will forward the concerned bill to the president of India, expecting that the president will give the recommendation, meaning he will give the permission. Since president is a nominal executive, he is expected to give it. Of course, there are provisions where the president may raise certain objections. Point number one. But before the president gives the permission, the president is expected to send the bill to the concerned state legislatures. What is the meaning? Today you have created Telangana, but during that time, what happened? Telangana was a part of Andhra Pradesh. That's the reason why the central government has created a bill, Andhra Pradesh State Reorganization Bill. And that particular bill is meant for bifurcating Andhra Pradesh and creating a new state called Telangana. And once the bill goes to the President of India has forwarded the bill to the Andhra Pradesh legislature. And meaning there's a procedure. You need to intimate to the concerned state legislature that your state is going to be bifurcated. And once it comes to the state legislature, that state legislature will express its opinion, meaning through voting or by discussion, some other means, they will express the opinion. Either majority of the members may say yes for the bifurcation, or majority of the members may say no for the bifurcations. Irrespective of this, the final result will reach the President of India, and the opinion that is given by the state legislature is not binding on the President. Am I clear? Very, 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 very important. President must send the bill for the consideration of the state legislature, and the view or the opinion expressed by the state legislature is not binding on the President of India. And at the end of the day, President will listen to the advice that is tendered by the cabinet, headed by the Prime Minister, and President will give the permission. Then the bill will be introduced in the Parliament. Hope you are getting this. And we know that some bills will be passed with a simple majority. Some bills are passed with a special majority. But with respect to the states reorganization or a bill that is meant for the formation of the new state, if it is passed with a simple majority, that is enough. Once it is passed with a simple majority in one house, it will be forwarded to the second house, and once it is forwarded to the second house, then it will go to the President of India, and after that, President will give the assent, and that is considered to be the bill becoming an act. Example: Andhra Pradesh State Reorganization Bill became Andhra Pradesh State Reorganization Act. And what are all the areas that will be coming under Andhra Pradesh? What are the areas that will be coming under Telangana? Everything is very clearly mentioned in the bill. Am I clear? And once it becomes the act, and remember, the moment the president signs a bill, the bill will become an act. Listen carefully. Just because a bill becomes an act, it does not mean the bifurcation will come into effect immediately. No. Am I clear? The bifurcation will not come into effect immediately. Government, it takes some time, and that particular act has to be notified in the government gazette. In that government gazette, the government will mention from which date this particular act will come into force. And on that particular day, it is considered to be the bifurcation of the state. Am I clear? Very, 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 very important. If you remember, during that time, lot of hangama has been taken place in the parliament when a bill that was meant for formation of Telangana was introduced in the parliament. Amidst of all approaches, the bill was passed in the month of March 2014, and the president has given the assent. I am talking about 2014 March, meaning this bill became an act in March 2014, but as we all know, it came into force on June 2nd, 2014. So that is the date on which Telangana state was formed. Am I clear? So this is what exactly happens. Number two. Number two, this is one thing. You remember, please remember all the points. Very frequently asked questions in the examination. Another important point is that when I am talking about the bifurcation, existing state will be divided into two parts. It need not be exactly two halves, please. That they will look into administrative convenience, right? Cultural issues, linguistic issues. So many things will be taken into consideration, and finally it will be bifurcated. Constitution also provided a mechanism that a new state can be formed by merging two different states. By merging two different states. For example, here in the beginning there was a state called Andhra state, and that Andhra state was created in the year 1953. That Andhra state is nothing but today's Andhra Pradesh. Today's Andhra Pradesh with the 13 districts. And this Andhra state was a part of Tamil Nadu. At that time, Tamil Nadu state was called Madras state. Today, over a period of time, the name has been changed. And this from Madras state, because of the demand of the Telugu speaking people, in 1953, Andhra state was bifurcated from Madras state. And Andhra state was the first state that was created in India in the year 1953. By the time there was already a state by name Hyderabad state. Hyderabad state is nothing but today's Telangana state. plus some districts already present in Karnataka and Maharashtra. It was a larger area. So it was called Hyderabad state. And Hyderabad state plus Andhra state, these are the people who speak Telugu. And there was an agreement among the leaders, and they have decided to merge these two states so that all Telugu speaking people will be living under one roof. So with that intention, they have requested the central government, accepted by the president, accepted by the prime minister Jawaharlal Nehru, and all the formalities have been completed, and Hyderabad state and Andhra state were merged to form Andhra Pradesh. It happened in the year 1956. The same Andhra Pradesh, which was created by merging Andhra and Hyderabad state, it got bifurcated. It got bifurcated in 2014. Meaning is simple, a new state will be created not just by dividing a state. A new state can be divided even by merging two existing states. Very, 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 very important. So hope you got all these points. And for the examination point of view, you need to remember these points, please, very clearly. Okay. Now, so now what I'll do is that I'll open the document for you. Just a moment. I'll open the document. Right. You can see now, just a moment. Yes. Now have a look at this. So Article 3 says that the Parliament may by law is empowered to form a new state. How? By separation of a territory from any state, by uniting two or more states, by uniting any territory to a part of any state. And apart from this, the Constitution is also permitting the part is the area of any state, diminish the area of any state. You can also alter the boundaries of any state, alter the name of any state. Okay, look at this. The Constitution empowered the Parliament to recognize the boundaries of the states by a simple majority. And Article 3 has laid down two conditions. The bill can be introduced in the Parliament only with the prior recommendation of the President. So the President shall, before giving recommendation, I told you recommendation means the permission. Before giving recommendation, refer the bill to the legislature of the state, which is going to be affected by the changes proposed in the bill. I gave you the example already. Let me go further. The state legislature must express its view in the time specified by the president. Whatever may be the view, the president is not bound by the view of the state legislatures. Is it okay? Right. And in case of a union territory, no reference will be made to the concerned legislature to ascertain its views, and the parliament can itself can take any action. If it is state, then only you are referring the matter to the concerned state legislature. If it is a union territory with a legislature, you need not bother about that one. Straight away, the decision will be taken by the so-called the central government. So in this format, Telangana state was created on June 2nd, 2014. Look at the picture, look at the screen. So there is a demand like Paschimachal, Harid Pradesh, Bundelkhand, Awadh Pradesh, Purvanchal. So these are all the demands that are present in Uttar Pradesh. There is also demand for separate state on the name of Vidarbha in Maharashtra, Gurkhaland in West Bengal, Bodoland, and Karbi Angalog in Assam. So these are all the various demands. It may happen, it may not happen. That all depends on the government, how it tackle the situations. Am I clear? See here, whatever I told you now. So these are the very frequently asked questions in the examination, and I want you to remember this. Sometimes even the descriptive type also. So they are asking the questions, and I want you to remember, add latest examples and present your answer. Look at this. I have a question. Please have a look at this. If a new state of the Indian union is to be created, which one of the following schedules of the constitution must be amended? Just now I told you that the first schedule contains the names of all the states and union territories. Obviously, what will happen if you create a new state? That a new state name has to be added to the first schedule. So then, obviously, the answer is A. Look at this. Which one of the following schedules of the Indian Constitution lists the name of states and specifies their territories? Answer is the first schedule. Similar type of question. It was asked by UPSC, one in 2001, and the second one is in the year 2003. Is it okay? Now, so let me come back onto the screen. Right. See it. So this is a topic I just wanted to tell you because some people have requested me to go for this. And another point I would like to say that uh, the second batch for IAS 2017 is going to be started from 27th of this month, 27th of June. And all the serious candidates, interested candidates are requested to join at the earliest. So because if there is a delay, I told you already, so our maximum capacity is 100 students per batch. So for the first batch, it is already over and I have to close the admissions. First batch has already been launched on June 1st. The classes are going very nicely, going on. So, but what will happen if it is too late for anyone? So again, you will miss the admission. So the next batch will start again in the month of December and not before that. So December may be late for seriously preparing candidates. That is the reason why all serious candidates are requested to join at the earliest and avoid the delay. So I'll stop at this stage and I thank you one and all for being with me this evening. Take very good care. Thank you, thank you, thank you.